Hi guys. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? But I was speaking to somebody recently who's having a gastric bypass, or just had a gastric bypass in October, and I thought, oh my god, I haven't done a bariatric blogger video for so long. So I'm coming to you in the middle of the coronavirus lockdown quarantine, May 2020, or is it June? I've lost track. We've been in quarantine now for 9 to 10 weeks. And I just thought I'd address the whole bariatric surgery in quarantine lockdown type scenario, and also just catch you up on the last few years. Bit of a body shot. I am quite fat at the moment. So yeah, this is 2020. I had my surgery in October 2013. So I'm actually really rubbish at maths. 7 years out, basically, almost. And initially, I was telling this guy who had it done, I said, make the most of those first 6 months to a year, because that's when you lose most of the weight. By the way, yeah, I'm one of the people who tried to do their roots themselves during quarantine, so that my nails are rubbish. So anyway, so you know that is lockdown. Anyway, so yeah, I was at my biggest. Just to recap, sort of like say 20 stone. I did get down to 11 stone 11, which was my lowest. So I really 8 stone was the biggest weight loss I had altogether. And really, I then plateaued, I'd say, for a couple of years. The biggest things that have been a problem for me putting on weight again have been the slider foods like crisps, biscuits, those things that you can eat, unfortunately, after a while again. Grazing throughout the day. I've joined Slimming World like a million times to try and get my weight down. It's gone up and down since then. I'm now at, and I put on about a stone in quarantine. I'm at like 13, nearly 14 stone now. But then over 7 years to have only gained 2 stone it's all right. And then on my, I'd say dress size beforehand, I was up to size 30, almost 28, 30. And I'm still like a 16, 18 really. I just like more towards the 18 than the 16. When I was at my 11 stone 11, I could get in a 14, which was like the hallelujah, amazing. I'd love to get down again to that kind of 14, 16 size, like 11 stone, really. I'm still classed as a beast, even when I was down at that end of the scale, though, and that's weird. So don't take too much from that and your BMI and stuff like that. It's been hard because you can't just have all the foods that you want. I'm addicted to these things that I got when I was on Slimming World called Itsu seaweed thins. They're like 22 calories. They're really good for you. They're the healthiest thing. They're like tiny thin seaweed things. But I had to I was crazy in case I couldn't get hold of them during lockdown. I was like, oh my god, what if I can't have my Itsu seaweed? Oh, first world problems. I have like a small piece of brown toast. I can have like avocado on it. I love my poached eggs. We got chickens during lockdown, so we got as many eggs as we want, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, the other big thing, which over the years has led to me gaining weight, is alcohol. I've had massive problems with alcohol. You can check back at all of the videos. There's like one every 2 years of me going like, don't start drinking. Lockdown's been horrendous because that first week I just kind of thought, well, it's just for 3 weeks. It was boiling hot and sunny. And it was like a barbecue every day. I don't eat a lot of the stuff when the barbecue's, because it's sort of big meaty stuff, which I still can't eat. But the idea of the barbecue and having a drink while there's a barbecue meant that I was, and alcohol, you'll find once you can drink it again, it can become a bit of a crutch. So, and it gets you, it sort of affects you sort of more. But you do build up a tolerance again, or it's a tricky one really. I have been drinking more during lockdown. Wine and lemonade, cider, and it's become, and I think I'm not the only one, that it's become a bit early during the day. On a Thursday, it's, oh, clap the NHS, let's give them more to worry about with obesity and alcohol problems. Friday, it's a Saturday, it's a Sunday, it's sunny, it's flipping, So yeah, alcohol's crept up again. I think that's attributed to something. I'm feeling out of breath. Day 1 of lockdown, I was going to be all like walking everywhere, my once a day exercise, like eating so healthily. But also money wise, there's the stress. I've had the kids at home. They've had crisps. I've been buying in more snacky things for them and then eating it. I'd love you to comment below if it has been the same for you. And if you get things like that you normally have, like maybe protein shakes that you haven't been able to get hold of. Also freaking out about money. So I ended up... We've had to go to food bank a few times, and that's just been pastas, white rice, things that people who have a bariatric surgery assume they'll never be able to eat again, and you can. Pizzas. When you can't go out, you've been getting deliveries, pizza deliveries, kebab deliveries. I'll tell you what, the one good thing is I've started making Greek salad. Really nice. So cucumber, tomatoes, feta cheese and all that, and a light dressing, and that's really nice. So there's been some stuff that's good, but I mean generally lockdown has not been good, and I know some people are doing workouts every day and yoga and eating really healthily and having flipping kale smoothies, but unfortunately that hasn't been me. Yeah, so it's not good. And I'm sorry I haven't updated anyone for ages. I think after a while you don't want to be sort of just defined by the person who had the gastric bypass surgery, and also you feel really guilty as you start to put on weight again. People expect to see you continuing that journey down, when actually I've been going the other way. But it's a very honest vlog this time. I have regained 2 stone from my lowest point. I still lost 6 stone altogether. But it is definitely creeping up, and I'm really worried about it. And I would love you to comment below. If you've just started watching this channel, please go back to the beginning and see how big I was. Look at the mental health aspects of it. And top tip is just to be really careful with the alcohol and those slider foods and snacks if you're just kind of soon after surgery. If you're even further out than me, I'd love to know how you managed with the plateaus and got back on track. Either way, subscribe, like, all that stuff, and I promise I'll do more videos.